up? What up? What up? Come on in. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Come on in. What it do, folks? How are you? How are you? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? How are you? How are you? How's everybody today? It's Wednesday. It's hump day. What's up, everybody? Your boy SBK is coming to you live and direct. Shout out to King Erner. That's where I got that from. Shout out to King Erner. Y'all come on in, man. I got the link pinned. This is just an impromptu live, man, because I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go live Saturday, because I don't think I can go live Saturday. I got a lot of stuff going on for the weekend, getting ready for Thanksgiving. So I just thought I'd just come and chill with y'all for a little bit. Not too long. It's not going to be a long live or anything like that, but I just wanted to tap into my people. You know what I mean? We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know, I'm prepared to talk about some things. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? The link is pinned. Y'all can come up and holler at me. I'm gonna salute the chat. Say hello to everybody. You know, I'm trying not to do vertical and the StreamYard thing that they got going on. You know what I mean? So y'all come on through, man. Y'all can holler at me. We can talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm always prepared to ramble my jaws. You know what I'm saying? But let's come on and holler at your boy. Come on and holler at your boy. Hit the like button as you come through. What it do? Happy Wednesday to everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm sipping on my wine today. Let me cut this music down just a little bit. I'm sipping on wine today to calm my nerves. To calm my nerves because, you know, leading into the holidays, it can be very hectic. You know what I mean? These days, people are, you know, they act crazy. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all chime in. All right. So do I have to hold on just a second, ladies. So anyways, okay. So let me salute the chat right quick. We got, I'm out at the top. We got my bro Kevin Corpinen is in the house. Salute to my attorney. You're never going to get away from that, bro. Salute to the attorney, Kevin. Salute to my bro, Kevin. Shout out to you. We got the lovely Lisa J. Stocks. Hey, love. You heard what she said? She hit the like button. Now, I know who this is. The Purple Heart Podcast 2.0. This channel account right here, I was not sure about until it was revealed to me. The Purple Heart Podcast. Shout out to the algorithm. The algorithm, Just Jay. Shout out to the algorithm, Just Jay. Shout out to you. Y'all go subscribe up to the Purple Heart Podcast. Go subscribe up. Subscribe up. Shout out to the algorithm, Just Jay. We got the lovely, my Libra sister, the family right there. A brilliance. How are you, love? One of the greatest mods on YouTube is a brilliance right there. Shout out to a brilliance. Shout out to Wanda Reverse Pressure. Salute to you, sweetheart. Salute, salute. And we got the lovely Scorpio mama. Hey, love. How you doing, love? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? The lovely Scorpio mama is in the house. We got the beautiful Tamika, one of our day ones. Tamika McCullough is in the house. Salute, 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 salute to the beautiful Tamika. Susanna is in the house. Thank you for support. Thank you for Thank you for your support, Susanna. Thank you, as always. My boy, Bronze Flat Power. Salute to you, bro. Another day one right there. Salute to you, bro. Salute. Oh, man. And you heard the shout out to the Bestie Throne. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. You heard the best. You heard it. Let me see. I'm trying to. Oh, my bro, real odds and evens. My little bros. Shout out to you, real. Shout out to you. Y'all go subscribe up to real. Y'all go sub up to A Brilliant Strive and Glow with Joe. We got the Real Brown Family Chronicles. Nesto Shackles Shuckles is in the house. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you, love. Thank you. Y'all go and subscribe to the Real Brown Family Chronicles. Sub up to them. You dig? And with that being said, we got some people already in the back chat. But look, man, I'm just kicking it with y'all. I'm not going to do a like we do on Saturdays, like a marathon live where we can talk about whatever, man. Whatever comes to your liking. And the Real Brown is in the house. Yes. So without further ado, I got some people in the back chat already. The link is pinned at the top, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can come through. I'll let your boy SBK. You know what I mean? Be sure you hit the like button as you come in. Share the live. You know what I mean? Y'all come on through and hit the like button and come on up and chat with your boy. You dig? You know what I mean? And you can ask me anything. You can ask me anything too. Ask your boy anything, and I'll be happy to answer. I don't know all the answers, but if it's in my realm, you know what I mean, I will answer. You know what I mean? We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. And without further ado, I got people in the I got people in the back chat. I hope they're not picking their nose. And so, well, somebody just left. All right, you ready? Kevin, what's going on, bro?
What up, SBK? Salute everybody in the chat. The fellas and the ladies. I gotta do it.
What's going on with you, bro?
And I heard you and E killing me about I'm trying to get an attorney logo to die, but it will not die at no point. So it just stuck with me.
Well, we gotta do what we gotta do, Kevin. We gotta do what we gotta do, bro. Yeah. Jay, we don't want to catch Joe because Joe will be doing all kinds of stuff in the back chat. So we don't want her to get caught with a whole elbow. Look, whole elbow up in the nostril, whole elbow up in the nostrils, and I put it on the camera. You know what I'm saying? So digging.
SBK, you a fool, man. You a straight fool.
All right, here she is right here. Bam! Hey, Bob.
I ain't do it. I just want you to know, Joe, I didn't do it. You got to talk to your friend about that, though.
She really don't be picking her nose, but you know what I'm saying? She be feeding her face, boy. She be putting a whole elbow in her mouth.
How you doing tonight, Joe?
I'm like, what the hell are you eating, bro? So,
I see. You take it to the face.
Break down the hole.
But
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, SBK, man. I'm not gonna be up here all night, man. I'm just gonna say hello.
Okay. It's always good.
But yeah, I understand. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to kill this attorney vibe, but it will not die. You and E will not let it die, or Joe. So I just it'll just have to stay with me till I switch my name or something. Just do something.
E called you that first, so E said it's not going anywhere. That's what E said. She said it's not going anywhere. And what she said.
SBK, I understand that. That's why I say she's guilty as charged. You know?
Exactly.
And I know come Friday she gonna have something to say. So I won't be surprised. So I mean nothing surprises me.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you and the lovely Joe have a good conversation in the chat as well. I'm about to call it a night. I just want
Thanks for
no
coming.
problem, Joe.
As always, I appreciate you coming by here.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, man. Our
Have
day
a good
one.
night.
Have a good night, bro. Our day one, Kevin Corcoran is in the house.
We post I have a poll posted, Kevin. So go answer the poll.
What about second chances?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and answer that.
That was his choice. That was his poll. Sorry.
I mean, you can give a person a second chance if you feel like it, and you also don't have to anyway. But it's your choice. It's your mind. So you decide to give that person another chance. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you, but at the end of the day, it's your choice to do so.
You think do you think? Well, that's one of the questions that came across my mind. I got questions that come across my mind. Joe and Kevin and chat. Are people worthy? Well, let me get the read.
It
Read
depends who the person is. Now, if it's a person that you love, you might say maybe, or you have to think about it for a few days. Or it could be a person that you meet and you cool with the person, and you might let it slide. But if he do that thing again, you cut him off. It's just that simple.
Right.
You know, it's not that hard. But yeah, thank you, SBK, for letting me come here like always.
Yes.
You know,
sir.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And and y'all have a great night and a great show. I'm gonna try to listen. Right. If I fall asleep, I'm giving you fair warning. If I fall asleep, I just fall asleep. All right.
Exactly. I hear you.
I'm just giving you fair warning. I don't want everybody to say, "Damn, Kevin fell asleep and he wasn't listening to us."
Oh man, I totally understand. I really do. I totally understand. But as always, I know you're a true supporter, so I really appreciate you coming through.
Oh, no problem. And I came to Joe's live earlier today. So.
Yeah. Joe, we're gonna have her discussion.
I just wanted to say that while she up here. I want to say, well, Kevin never comes to see me.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, y'all have a great night and a great conversation, whatever SBK brain gonna come up with.
Yep.
But I will say, man, I do watch SBK shorts, and I don't know what he does. Sometimes he just has my mind going different places with that sometimes. But SBK, man, just keep being you, man, and y'all go keep being her, and you go keep being her. So y'all just keep being y'all. Don't ever change. Just stay who y'all is. And that's all I got to say. And I'm really saying good night this time. I know I done said it about 3 or 4 times. I ain't left yet, but I'm leaving this time.
Oh yeah.
Well, y'all have a great night.
All right, man. Have a great night. Right. I appreciate you coming through.
All right.
We got Kevin in the house. Now, I got your. I'm gonna come back to your. We got the chat. The chat is lit, man. The chat is lit, so it's already lit. So the poll question says, I'm gonna read it. Do you guys believe in second chances? Giving people second chances? It's just a simple yes, no, or depends on the situation. I got my answer. This is just something that has crossed my mind. Do people believe in second chances? Do y'all believe in giving folks second chances? I got my answer. Joe, do you have an answer?
I do.
Oh, no. Well, you want me to give mine?
I did.
I want, huh?
I did.
Like, I did. That's an inside joke, ladies and gentlemen. My daughter always says that. Did you clean your room? I did. Did you take your medicine? I did.
He doesn't even let you finish.
He doesn't even let me finish at all, ladies and gentlemen. Did you do that? I did. Do you know what I was about to say? I did. And she's gonna hear me. She's gonna come out of her room and look at me crazy. But I always give her a hard time. But anyway, you might see a hand just hit me on my shoulder here. But anyway, so do you guys believe in second chances? You know what I mean? This is just something that I just thought about. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it, and I want, let me read what Wanda said. And you want to go first? You want to go first with your answer?
Go ahead.
Well, let me read what Wanda said, and Real put a statement up too. Wanda said, "I think people should get second chances. However, it depends on what the situation is. But I do believe in giving grace." And my boy Real said, "Depends on the situation. Sometimes stupid is as stupid does." And that's yeah. What do y'all think? You know what I mean? Did I miss anybody else?
Tell Real to come up. I want him to explain that one. Can you come up?
Come on up, Real. Come on up, Real. Come on up. She asked you to come on up. Hey, the link is pinned, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all, we just talk about.
I would love him to explain that.
Come on up and explain. Y'all come on up. Well, Joe, what do you think?
No.
I agree with Real, and I agree with Wanda, but I'll let you explain your what you think about second chances and stuff.
It depends on the situation. I say no, but it does depend for me. It depends on the situation. I'll give you grace, but from a distance. I no longer. I have to take care of my peace, and what I've been learning is you just can't. You can't force people. You have to take control of you and just keep it moving. And I'll give you grace. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to whatever, but I got to do it from a distance and just keep it moving and go on.
Yes,
hey,
yes.
Rio.
Hey. What's going on, bro?
Okay.
You got your what's called in the background. Just Jay said, if we're talking about relationships, an ex is an ex for a reason. Not necessarily talking about relationships, but when you're talking about an ex in a relationship, I understand where you're coming from. Yes, this is exactly what I'm drinking on, Scorpio Mama. It keeps the heart and everything going. Keeps all those juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? Once I threw my controller at a friend's goldfish tank because I hit a banana peel when I was in first in Mario Kart Double Dash, and he never forgave me for that. That is very interesting, sir, or ma'am, or who hit him. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that your friend will forgive you. And hopefully that will, that'll help out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, red wine it makes your stomach hurt? Oh, okay. Well, I can't drink certain wines that make my stomach hurt as well. But red wine is very good for your heart. Men, women, very good for your heart. But anyways, Real, I'm gonna read your look, bro, I'm gonna read your statement again. You said when it comes to giving people second chances, you said depends on the situation. Sometimes stupid is as stupid does. You know what I mean? And so the floor is now yours, little bro. What you got on?
All right, I just want to make sure I'm not popping up double on here with my voice, am I?
No.
Okay, good. First and foremost, how y'all doing? Top of the evening. Blessings to everybody, you know. And so I know certain people now. This is my personal opinion and my personal perspective on the situation of forgiving people and or giving them second chances, right? Now, I know that a lot of people have been pushed into this whole conundrum of acts of, okay, when people do certain things to you, you have to keep forgiving them and keep giving them chances. And now that that's out inside the open, a lot of people now, and I know this for a fact, take advantage of that situation, right? And they bank on either people who are either one, weak-minded, two, very forgiving, or three, if you're in a spiritual sense of, you know, Christianity or, you know, whatever religion that, you know, coincides with the, you know, forgive and keep giving chances and keep giving chances, people bank on that. So they'll do things and well, oh, you have to forgive me, you have to give me chances. But there's a fine. Go ahead.
I gotta give a shout out. I haven't seen you in a while, love. I miss you. Thanks for coming through. You know I had to do it. Okay, real.
No, okay. Yes, I'm not going to be too long with what I say. So basically, I'm going to just get into the stupid is as stupid does. We all have this sense that's an internal compass that's built into us that gives us a ticker symbol towards whether we should go back to a situation or not, right? And we know that when certain people do certain things, there's a percentile where, you know, it's 1 through 50 and 50 through 100. And I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but if it hits underneath that 50%, you know that you can give the person a second chance. When it goes beyond that 50% and up, it's at that point, you already know. And I'm sure you have this, both of you up here have like discernment where you just know that certain people have chosen their way and their path and that they're not going to change. That's just who they are. So if someone's a narcissist, or they're built on pride, or they're built in always pointing the finger and gaslighting and blaming other folks, there's no point in giving certain people a second chance at that point in time until they see the error of their ways, because they're just going to continue to do these things. And if you keep accepting it and somebody just keeps bashing you over the head, that's what I mean with the stupid is as stupid does.
Right.
And it's up to you whether you want to stay inside that situation that long just to see if somebody, you know, a so-called friend or associate or person is going to change. But it's like, who's got time for that? It's like, we trying to enjoy our peace. We trying to live our lives. You know, we trying to find the next business move. And when someone doesn't fit the mold and just does dumb things to even hinder you, because that's what I think certain people do, why give these people other chances when it's going nowhere?
Right.
It's not going to go anywhere. And the second part of that is it depends on what it is. Now, if it's something simple where it's like, okay, I can kind of see that this is kind of an honest mistake, or you didn't know any better, maybe. But if it's something that's going to mess, you know, like with my money, mess with my spiritual connection, or with God, you know, Christ, or you know, my family, my children, why would somebody in their right mind? This is why I think certain people on YouTube are full of it, because they just be telling people what they want to hear. They're like, no, you have to forgive people this many times and give them second chances and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, No, because if they did that to your daughter or son or cause, very, very deep trauma or harm to almost someone losing it, why would you want to give that person a second chance? Like, why would you want to give somebody a second chance who in your heart with them you wouldn't even dare to think do what they did? Like, there's certain stuff that you just don't do. And it's like, as an adult, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like that feeling where it's just like when people do things to you, you wouldn't even have thought to do that to them.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, why would I give you a second chance when we know the rules of the game and the rules of engagement as adults?
Right.
And now I'm starting to think it's just about power or control or narcissism at that point.
Right.
So, go ahead, y'all. Mm-hmm.
No, I completely agree. And that's why I mentioned what I mentioned, because I've experienced in the past so many people, because of my faith, right? And because I am a very giving person, people take advantage of it. People will take advantage of that, and then they come back and it's very pretty and I'm sorry and whatever, they're going to change, but then they don't. And they just continue to do the same things, but they expect grace every single time. But if it's the same thing. If we keep asking for forgiveness, we're always going to be forgiven, yes, right? But you gotta stop doing the wrong thing eventually. I mean, that's the whole point, right? And I agree with you. Real.
Let me. Oh, go ahead, Real. Go ahead, bro.
So I was just gonna say this. Like, I know people like, yes, we can go by the scripture, and yes, I saw what Shay wrote. We can give, forgiveness and chances because God does. But y'all have to realize something, right? Our minds have been conditioned so much to that aspect that you have to realize this, y'all. And this is going to be a gem drop. There are certain people out here who it's their mission to make sure you stumble, to make sure you fall, to make sure your channel doesn't do this, to make sure you have a bad day, it bothers and annoys them when you're having peace. And it's like, that's like, you can't reason with someone who's reasoning with demons or whatever, however you want to look at it. These people, like, they doing whatever or witchcraft or nothing. If they don't like you and they can't stand you, or they're jealous or mad or envious, it's always going to be in them to be a crab in a barrel mentality. You cannot keep giving those type of people chances because that's their mindset. I'm talking about those type of people. Now, other people, we can give them chances, but the people who are set on chaos, it's like, you have to wake up. And this is why certain people like, oh, it's too late, or this man kept doing this to me inside a relationship until he finally left, or this person kept doing this, or, oh, when the weird uncle or, grandfather touches on kids, but, oh, let's keep giving chances and let's not say anything. And it's just like, wait, what? Why? Who? And this is why this keeps going on, like, in the community, Black community, white community, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. We know this goes on. So why would you give a second chance to the creepy uncle and a third chance and a fourth chance? That's a sickness.
Man, the chat is lit, man. Let me read going up, okay? Miss Shay, shout out to you. The lovely Miss Shay is in the house. She said, some folks we give chances to and we shouldn't. Hey, Tricia, how you doing, love? Thank you for coming through.
Trish.
Man, the chat is lit. So, Shay, let me go out. Hold on just a second. She also said, I see folks on this app give chance after chances. Man, that is so true. I can really, let me go ahead, since Shay is preaching in the chat. All of y'all's answers are tying in together. But let me read y'all's responses so far. Little bro says, I do believe in second chance. He says, I do believe in second chances. However, it depends on the situation. There are things in this world that are far too heinous for any second chance to take form. Of course, Shay said God gives many chances. A brilliance. She said something right here that really struck me here. Forgiveness does not require forgetting. Let me let y'all cook. Let me give you guys my answer. All right. And the question was, you know, do we believe in second chances? Yes, no, or depends on the situation. I'm going to say it depends on the situation, because I can forgive a person, but I'm not going to fool with you anymore. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean I can forgive you, and I can let bygones be bygones, right? But I don't have to give you a second chance because of the nature of how you did me or did said situation. So forgiveness and giving people a second chance, to me, is totally different things. Because I can forgive you because of the person I am, and depending on if you're a Christian and so forth and so on, or if you believe in Allah, whatever, if you're a forgiving person and you forgive that person for what they did, and that's one thing. But to give a person a second chance, you're giving that person a second chance to be in your circle, or be around you, or do business with them, or be around your loved ones, or be around you, right? And me personally, I can forgive you, but I'm not going to fool with you anymore. You know what I mean? Depending on the situation, like Blaze said, like Real said, Joe, if there's blatant disrespect for my family, if you disrespect my kids, if you disrespect my family, if you try on purpose to do, as Blaze said, if you go out of your way to do heinous things to try to hurt me or try to hurt mine, I can forgive you, but I'm not supposed to fool with you anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give you a second chance to be around me, or second chance to be friends with me, or second chance I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? So that's just me. So I want to also touch on what Shay said about people on this app. You know what I mean? On this app that give people chance after chance. I think that's weird, because I've seen a lot of people. Look, man, I've learned by trial and error on here. The chat is lit. Shout out to the chat, man. The chat is lit, and y'all are, I'm gonna go back and look at y'all's whatchamacallit. But we're live on StreamYard, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm also doing the vertical thing. StreamYard has worked things out with YouTube to where you can double stream. So to answer your question, sweet reader, you might see certain things on your TV and you don't see it on your phone, but that's because I'm vertical and I'm on StreamYard. You know what I mean? So that's I'm going live on basically two platforms. All right. So, anyways, back to the YouTube thing, and you touched on it too, Real. I want your opinion on it. 99.9% of the time, we don't know people personally on here. You're not related to them. You just know them because of your interaction with them on here, right? So because, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot. Everybody in the chat, everybody in my chat right now, I know of. Hey, Goddess, how you doing, love? Miss Boogie Down, salute to Miss Boogie Down. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. 99.9% of the people in my chat, you know, great people, you know what I'm saying? But how many times have we seen, like I said, you guys have touched on it. How many times have we seen people on here, man, on this here app crash out? And I don't want to dwell on stuff like we've talked about this enough, but you see people crash out, you see people doxing people, you see people, you know, talking about the dead. You know, I'm just giving examples, you know what I'm saying? And then said individuals, they are back cool. You know what I mean? I can never do nothing like that. Never. You know what I mean? That issue is so fake to me. The stuff on social media that you see, whether it's on YouTube, IG, all of that is fake, because in real time, if a person did some of the stuff that people do on here, that I see on here that they do, that's just, I'm trying to keep it PG, and I'm trying to, you know, I'm a monetized channel, so I'm trying to be right, Joe. But let's just say if people were to do that type of stuff, and if I was to catch them out and about, they would no longer be enjoying Earth anymore. That's just a fact.
Kelly.
That's just a fact, real. I mean, they wouldn't be enjoying the pleasures of this earth anymore. You know what I mean? They would be enjoying whoever maker they serve or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I've seen some egregious stuff on here. I've seen some really egregious stuff on here. It makes me wonder, as Miss Alice had the subject the other day, who raised you, know what I'm saying? Makes me wonder who raised you. What you know, what would make you come out and say the things you say? So reeling everybody back into what we're talking about, giving second chances and stuff like that. And by the way, shout out to everybody, man. This is an impromptu type live, and we're having a great conversation.
Exactly.
I just think that it just, for me, you know what I mean? Don't judge me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't crucify me. But for me, it just depends. If I get now, am I known to give second chances? Yes. Yeah, but it just depends on the situation. If you're trying to, yes, I have zero tolerance. You know, my kids, my siblings. You know what I mean? I was just talking. I was with my nephew. Shout out to my nephew, Lil Joe. He was I posted it on my community wall. I went to go visit him, and he was celebrating his only son's first year birthday. And so I was having a conversation with my sister, and we were talking about a certain individual. And I was like, look, I don't have anything to do with that person, because that person did some egregious stuff. That person tries to reach out to me or whatever on DM, I leave it on red. You know what I mean? Now, if I see you out and about, I'll hug you. And I can love a person and not fool with you. You see what I'm saying? I can love you.
Facts.
I can love you. I can forgive you, but I don't have to give you a second chance. You know what I mean? So that's the way I feel. Once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold any grudges or anything like that. But I will remember that you were a snake. I got bit by you. I'm not gonna get bit by you again. I'd be damned if I get bit by you again. You know what I'm saying? Damned if I do again. That's not gonna happen again. So y'all go ahead and chime in. Shout out to my little bro.
Right. I want to touch base on what you said when you mentioned the fact that some people, you see them perform these heinous acts online, and certain people, you know, can still, you know, befriend or be friends with certain people. And see, like, I know, well, almost not a word, but some people are probably not going to like what I'm about to say, but I have to state the facts of the situation. Now, for one, there are specific groups of people on here who prey on the scriptural parts of forgiveness and forgiving your brother and forgiving this, and they'll do this two-part thing of, I am only human, I didn't mean this, and we all make mistakes, and you gotta forgive. And people who are, I don't want to say religious, but like learning, or if they are religious, or if they're spiritual or with Christ, and they try to follow that good moral compass that weighs in on their conscience, and they hear it, and that part of what these people are doing, and trust me, this is a very real thing. Sometimes people use spell work. I don't want to get into that, but there's a few that do float around on here, and I know. And that's how they do. They use their words, they use their charm, they use this, and it pulls them back in. And these people are wondering, like, how did I get this? Or I know this person did this, but now my mind is blocked from even seeing the bad and evil that they're doing, and I'm just going right back in it. And it's because that person is doing things, and it's just like, that's why certain people don't like me, because I pointed it out and I was like, I know what you're doing and I see what you're using. And they kind of just was like, shut up. And I'm like, so they're doing these things, and they're basically preying on these people. Like, they could care any bit of less about anything. It's about pride. It's about money. It's about climbing to the top. And it's about like a self-worth for them, and screw your feelings. And it's like, okay, anytime I mess up, all I know I can do is just be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now come on back. And it's a word for that too. It's like, like almost like cultish or like cognitive dissonance that these people have. And I'm like, there's no way that I'm seeing this, and I know other people see stuff too, and there's no way that other people are not seeing this. Yeah, like, if you have an intelligent mind and you're a regular human being going through society, and I just be sitting looking at, like, I know I'm not the only one that feels like I'm inside the Twilight Zone, especially on YouTube. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, you just feel, right? But I'm gonna let y'all chime in on that real quick.
But before we chime in, how do you deal with it, real, on here? How do you deal with it?
Sometimes I ignore it, a lot of times, and then what I do is to not give it full energy. I might talk about it, but I'll talk about it in a way of which, like, if I'm thinking about it and then days later, I just, it leaves my mind, and then some subject will come over me, and then the words just flow through me, and I'll do like a subject and a character on it so that it can be seen and exposed, so that the way that I portray my information, people can see it and hear it, because you can say these things and it might not click to people. But if you can find offset, uncanny ways to connect with the people where they're like, well, this is different, this is new, and I'm hearing this information, things can actually work, and certain things can start getting better. And when I see certain things, I kind of just, I'm one of those people where I hope for the best, but I expect the worst, so that when a situation does arise, I will not be hurt or disgruntled or emotionally trodden by it. So if I'm expecting it and something happens, I know it gets to a lot of people's mental mindset, like, dang, this hurts. This really, you didn't really stab my spirit because I trusted you. And it's like, me, I'm just like, it happened. I'm gonna, talk about it, go on about it, and then I'm just gonna keep going on. But when you expect it, because people will give you these subtle hints, unless somebody's lying, trying to put stuff inside your head about somebody that, I kind of don't. But, there's always these, I call them spider sense hints that these people will always give you. And you'll know. And it's like, okay, let me keep my eye open.
Right.
And it's like, if they did it to this person, and this person, what's going to make you the special person that's not going to eventually, receive this wrath?
Right.
Go ahead.
ladies and gentlemen, say something right quick. You guys are not blocked. If you think you're blocked, you're not blocked, because some of you guys are in the vertical portion, and some of you guys are in the main on the StreamYard. So you're not blocked. I see Shay. You must be in the vertical portion of the live. So you're not blocked. Nobody's blocked. It's just that I'm live simultaneously on StreamYard and on a vertical. You know, this is something new that that StreamYard came up with YouTube, and so I've done it. You know, I mean, I don't know what to think about it so far, but we got 19 people all together in the building on both platforms. So y'all hit the like button, but you're not blocked. So I noticed Sweet Rita didn't understand, Shay didn't understand, but you guys are not blocked. You know what I mean? Some of you guys are on the vertical, and some of you guys are on the StreamYard. She said, "Yeah, you're on the vertical part." Whereas you're on the vertical part, Shay. You're on the vertical part, I believe. Yeah, you're on the vertical part. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're not blocked, sweetheart. I don't block anybody unless you're a troll or somebody like that. But I don't block my people, man. I don't block people. But anyway, what you got on it, Joe? I know you're about to say something.
I wanted to say, I completely agree with what Real was saying, especially because a lot of times people take advantage of those things, right? And they, okay, I don't want to call any names or nothing. That's not what I'm here trying to do. But Real, like what you were saying, going with what you were saying, that's the main thing. Like, because when they find out that you're trying to do or go a certain path or fix your path or fix what you used to always do, that's when they come in and try to, I always say, throw a wrench into what you're doing and the path that you're trying to walk now. And especially when you're a babe in what, or a new student, right? Like it's like you're in elementary, right? Because you're trying to learn about the things that you're now trying to grasp and follow and do better for yourself, right? Whatever you're doing in your life, you're trying to learn about it. And that's why it's so tricky, because if you let people know what you're doing, they're going to come because of envy, because of jealousy, like you were saying. For whatever reason, they try to hit you at the knees. They try to hit you at the knees because they don't want you to be better than them, or whatever reason they think that you're going to leave them behind, because whatever. And they try to knock you down out of your path. And then they're going to throw it in your face and tell you, "Oh, look at her. Look, she's over here trying to proclaim this, proclaim that." But yet they're the ones trying to knock you off. That's always the case. That's why sometimes, like, it's best you don't tell people. I was in a mentor program for a whole year. When I graduated, that is when my closest family were there, and they didn't know what I had been doing for a whole year. Because this is something that, if you're doing something, and this is what I have learned, if I'm doing something to grow me, there's no reason I need to go and let everybody know, because I'm doing that for me and I'm working on me, right? I can let people know and give advice or whatever, but what I'm really working on for me is really for me, and I don't want nobody to throw me off my path, because that's what will happen. Not that I'm saying my closest family is going to throw me off my path, but it's still personal to me, you know? And that's what I've learned. Like, you can't share, you just can't put it out in the atmosphere sometimes, because There's just too much ugliness out there. Not
Too much
everybody
hate.
wants good for you. Yes.
A lot of people are not, but especially if you're ambitious and you have dreams, aspirations, so forth and so on, what you're talking about. And when you put that out there and you're trying to manifest that, and a lot of us, we're trying to speak things into existence. And when we're speaking things into existence, we're just not speaking it. We're doing the things necessary to get to where we need to be. And so what you're talking about, Joe, and Real, you got these people that are looking at you trying to lead a positive lifestyle, but you know where you're headed, you know where you're going. You got, especially if the things that you're doing is going to be great for you and your family, is monetary gains, right? What Joe is talking about, those people right there, especially if that's benefiting you as this monetary gain, those people are going to treat you different and going to start talking about you and trying to get you off your square, you know what I'm saying? And that's where you got to stand fast. You know what I mean? And it, you know, back to what you're talking about, Real. I don't have any beef with anybody here online. There's several times where I could have, you know what I mean? Joe can attest to that. But I just looked at myself as better than, I live above the fray, man. That's my stance on things. I live above the fray. I live in the clouds. I live, as I was saying, man, I live in the clouds. I don't smoke the reefer. I'm just saying, I live in the clouds, and I'm always saying I'm better than that. Now, people think, oh, you think you're better? Okay, you can think that if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I am better than that. I am better than that nonsense. So because I am better than that, then I'm going to live a certain way. You know what I mean? And so now you can dirty up my name. You can talk trash about me or lie about me on here. But the thing about it is, I may not say nothing to you on here, but best believe I'm making a mental note or whatever, and I'm not going to fool with you, and I'm not going to give you no second chance to come through and stab me in the back. You know what I mean? Because, man, I've had a lot of haters on here. You know what I mean? A lot. SBK, I know a lot of you guys.
So what though? There's like nothing to hate about you on. That's all I be trying to figure out. Like people probably be beefing with you and you don't even know it. How? What could they hate about you?
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I should say this, but when we first E and I got into this or whatever, there was a lot of snake behavior, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot, and people were just like, you know, and so and then you know, then there's things that's just in plain sight. just people in plain sight taking little slick jabs, you know what I mean, saying little slick stuff, you know what I mean. You think that you know, blah 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 blah, you know what I mean. You know, so but bro, I mean, I just live above the. I don't address it. Now I might touch you up a little bit. With, you know, I'm cool with. I think I'm the very best at throwing some subliminal type stuff in a classy type way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can do that, but
I like that.
Address you? Nah, man, you're not gonna get my time to address you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm better than that. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Like, dang, y'all done talking about big old bald head thing now. So that's one of the most scariest things that you trying to like do stuff inside the kitchen and actually your like camera come on and you just see the most hideous thing. Oh, like dang it. Oh well, you know I don't care. But I will say this.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Now, when we talk about forgiveness, ladies and gentlemen, and we talk about giving folks a second chance. If I'm with a young lady and we're arguing and so forth and so on, Joe, I want y'all to listen to me very carefully. If I'm with a young lady, if we're arguing and we're not getting along, I'm like, man, forget you. Go about my business, you know. But you know, we come back and you sweet talk me or whatever, I give you a second chance. I give you a second chance. Be like,
we know.
You cooked that? Oh, are you wearing that? I give you a second chance. Come here. Let's talk about this some more.
The silverback coming out.
I go on mute.
So y'all are funny. So now when it comes to giving people second chances, right? There's this one thing that I know that happens that I know people do not want to talk about. And I've been wanting to talk about this for like a while. And I know, you know, people don't want to say it or talk about it, but I'm going to mention it. And it's nothing bad. But the thing that I do not like the most on here is when you are basically like one of the people kind of like, you know, like me, I'm one of those people where I'm just kind of like a middle ground. Like I'm just like me. I'm just me. And I'll try to make peace and coolness and motivate with everybody. And what I don't kind of like happening is sometimes, you know, okay, I see stuff that goes on, but not everything. And because I'm not always in the mix and in everybody's business, it's like when people beef with one another and people, you know, get at it with this person and then this person doesn't know. And it's like you're kind of caught inside the middle because now sometimes people kind of want you to make like a choice. And it's just like, you know, I'm beefing with this person is, and now if I see you over there, and then it's just like the crazy part is when these people, you know, go against things and go against each other. And then it's like, okay, you're cool with this person, but you was cool with that person, but you still want to keep the peace. And then if you choose a side, right? And then these people put these thoughts inside your head to make you like not like this person. And then all of a sudden, this person gives this person a second and third chance. Now these people are friends again. And now it just looks all stupid and crazy. I don't like when that happens. Can y'all chime in on that?
Yes. And that's mostly, well, I think that's mostly with women personally. But it goes back to the fact also, like, listen to this. It goes along with if you have a girlfriend who falls out with her said partner and you get into it with you go ahead and get on her side and tell her, oh no, leave his ass, whatever. And then she goes and gives him another chance. And goes back, and then you're the bad person. It's like, no, that's why I don't get it. Allah, I don't get in it. I don't get in it. That's your whatever, because they're gonna give him a second chance. You know, even men give him a second chance, and even if the B is trash and trashed him. But he gives him a second chance because she sweet talks him. And then I stay out here like the fuck, you know? Like, oh, y'all had me about to cuss. But you know what I mean? Like, no, I can't get in. I can't get in it. I ain't in it. I get what you're saying.
Facts. And it's like, when I was younger, like many years ago, I think it's maybe like 14 years ago, I had encountered situations like that. And, you know, when you're younger, you kind of take the side of the person who you've been rocking with. And then, you know, this person can present all the evidence, like this person did this. And now they'll genuinely make you not like that person. And then the sucky thing is when you start, you know, oh, well, you know, when you're younger, I'm going to talk crap to this person, this back and forth. And then when they become friends, now you look stupid if you continue like, well, I thought we was on a dislike train because this person is evil and blasphemous. you know, and now you're looking foolish. I don't go through that anymore now that I'm, you know, older and more, a little bit more refined. Well, some people are like, this guy. But I have a method to why I do things, because I want to be different. That's just me. I can be, you know, the like, I'll leave that up to you, SBK, like that smooth, you know, leadership, refined. And it's like, that works for you. And I could do that, but I just want to be different. So some people might, oh, he's immature. It's like, I know what I'm doing. I see how I portray myself. I'm doing it for a reason.
But I respect that, real, because a lot of people don't have the patience that I do. You know what I mean? I have, as I have said to my loved ones, I have the patience of Job. I have patience with people, but as a leader, you have to have patience, and you have to see the best in people, but at the same time, you can't be stupid. You can't be blind. You can't be naive. You know what I'm saying? And so, Shay, I'm having fun. I'm having fun, love. I'm not tipsy, but I'm just really happy right now because the subject is just, it's funny because it all goes back to like if you're in a relationship with someone, and Joe said it was just for women, but to be honest with you, it's like men can get into it with a woman, and it can be really bad, and you be like, man, but then that's exactly what to say, what to do, and how to put yourself together to make things right. And that's all I got to say about that. And I'll be like, I just forgot about what we went through. I think you got your YouTube on in the background, bro. It's a mute. It's a mute.
Where? So I think,
is your YouTube in the background?
No, I don't have another one playing. Wait, can you hear what, 2 YouTubes playing or something?
Well, it's okay. No, whenever echo.
Is it still echoing?
Yes.
'Cause I don't have it, but I see that on my screen. It looks like it's two that popped up here.
That's because that's on my screen.
Dang. But, I mean, if it's still echoing, I can go down and come back up. I mean,
okay, you can.
Okay, right back up.
Come on back up. But anyways, yeah, man, y'all, the link is pinned, ladies and gentlemen. The link is pinned at the top. And I can pin it again for you guys. But I want to read y'all's statements, man. Look, it's lives like this where it's like it's impromptu lives to where I don't plan these things. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna have a live. I don't even know what to talk about, but we just talk about something. You know what I mean?
All right, how am I now?
Still. Go.
This sucks.
You on your phone?
Yeah.
You got YouTube on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, not on my phone, but when I come into the StreamYard, it automatically pops it up.
Now he left. Come back, real, when you come back. Just whenever you get ready to talk, I'll just go on mute. Anyways, so but yeah, y'all women know exactly what I'm talking about. You lovely ladies, you beautiful ladies. We got some beautiful ladies in the chat right now. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, especially if you guys have spouses. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all get into it with y'all spouse, and it might be something. Y'all might have a knockdown, drag out fight, proverbially speaking, that is, right? And it might be just that, but I don't condone that. I don't condone that at all. But we're talking about verbally, verbal situations, right? But man, look, y'all have the power. You beautiful ladies that I'm talking to, y'all have the power to change the narrative. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Abril, you know I'm talking about, Queen. Y'all know y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got exactly. Y'all are telling the truth. Y'all got all the power. You know what I mean? And so whenever you guys know you have that power, we're just like, you know, and nose wide open. So, and I'm speaking as a red-blooded American man that hearts that's beating and it's continued to beat strong. I'm a strong Geechee warrior right here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my grandfather, Geechee. And if the heart is still beating, and you know what I'm saying, I am going to love what the female brings to the table. And y'all know what y'all got the power to swing the narrative and to change the narrative and make me be like, huh, I wasn't going to fool with you anymore, but you've made me change my mind. Let's talk about it more. Oh my God. So the link is pinned, ladies and gentlemen. But look, man, this type of conversation, it's always like these conversations that I'm having right now with y'all, these impromptu type conversations, it always turns out to be great conversations because, you know, I'm letting you guys talk in the chat. In fact, let's see what you guys are talking about. You guys, the chat is lit. A Brilliant says, because everyone ain't rooting for you to win or cheering when you do. Some be sitting right with you, secretly plotting against you. I didn't realize folks existed like that till I got on this app. Yeah, this app right here, man. I've lived and I've learned what to do and what not to do. A lot of people wear a mask. A lot of people act like that they're all for you, and then they start showing signs. They show signs of their true colors, and I'm one of those guys that I'll look over that type of stuff, but I'll look over it. But those my loved ones around me be like, man, that dude there ain't right. SBK, why you keep letting this dude get away with this? This dude here is saying this. This dude is subliminally talking ish about you. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, there you have it. Little bro says, people just be hating you exist. He also said right here, no real reason outside of them not liking something about them. That's exactly true. Blaze says the saying is old as dirt, but it's true. Sometimes what about you is missing in them, and that is exactly true. You know what I mean? If a ninja don't have no teeth in his mouth and you got all your teeth, guess what? If the ninja's hairline is all the way back here to the middle, he gonna hate on you because your hairline is where it's supposed to be. Ladies, if that female has no edges and you got your edges are all intact, guess what? They're gonna hate on you because they wish they had your edge line. Lord. Said, I don't talk to folks in real life crazy because I'm aligned with like grown folks, but baby, this app done had me all the way outside my body a few times. I don't let people, and trust me, a brilliance. We're like minded, but the thing about it is, I don't let people on this here app or on social media. Period. I don't let them dictate my emotions on here. I just don't, because number one, if they can see that they affect you in any type of way, form, or fashion with your emotions, they know that they got you, and they be like, oh, she's mad, he's mad. I know how to get them mad. So I always go back to this. You know, the social media stuff, man, we don't know these people. You know what I mean? You connect with people that you are of like-minded. I'm looking at reversing high blood pressure, Wanda. You know, I'm looking at a Brilliance. I'm looking at Shay. I'm looking at Thrive and Glow with Joe. Real Odds TV. I'm looking at people that I really connect with. I'm looking at Lisa J. Stocks. You know, I'm looking at people that I can learn from. You know what I mean? We got some great ladies that follow me on this chat. They're subscribers. You know, I don't follow negativity. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn to guard our heart and guard our eye gate. You know, I've said this before. Our ear and eye are gates to the heart. All right, and they're gates to the heart, and so because of that, we have to guard those. Hey, Real, what's up with it?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, that's oh yeah, man, you good, you perfect, you perfect. So so here's what I want to ask you, bro. You got a great following. I've been watching you for a while. You got a great following. You got a great message, and so forth and so on. My thing is, my question to you is, when we're talking about the subject of giving people second chances, and we're talking about the social media stuff or whatever, and what you've seen and so forth and so on. My question to you is, what advice can you give to everyone in the chat about on here how to guard yourself from negativity? You know, what's the best way to not even get to a point of deciding whether or not you want to give a person a second chance or not?
Okay. When it comes to a subject like that, right? First, I would say try not to tie yourself down to any particular people or groups or anything. If you want to be that person who just flows and go and just keep going, I would advise that, because you don't want to tie, like, let's say that you tie yourself down to a group. Now, if it's with like-minded people and you see that they're, you know, about something, that's a whole different story. But if it's, you know, a group that's a little, you know, like iffy and all this kind of stuff, and if you tie yourself down to that and then all these other places and everything else, you're shunning everything. And then if something happens to you out of that group, and then now those other people are looking at you thinking you're still associated with this or that can kind of hinder you. So it's best to try to just flow like that. That's kind of what I do. I mean, I'm associated with different people on here, yes, but I try to just be like flowing in how I go and try not to get into too much stuff. That's what you want to do. Number two, when it comes to giving second chances on here, if you find yourself in that situation, one thing that I say social media wise, because there's a difference in everyday life when you're in society with giving people second chances, and then there's the social media world where it's a whole different type of ambiance. It's a whole different world inside of a world. If someone has the objective, the mindset, and their whole aura is jealousy, I would advise that you wouldn't give those type of people a second chance. Because if someone's jealous of you, like like soon as they see your channel or they see that you're on, or it's like, oh, you're getting super chats, or you got people that like you, or why are these people following? it's like once it gets to that point, if they do something in the first place, they're for instance, someone to harbor that hate and jealousy towards you. It's a difference if they did something to you. That's a different story. Then you could be like, I don't like this person. I don't like their aura. I don't even want to see them. But if it's jealousy, you got to kind of cut that person off immediately. You could be friends, but, well, I won't even say that, just associates, high and by. Because that jealousy from that person, they'll, you know, secretly say things behind your back and you wondering why, like, you know, oh, I noticed this shift inside my channel, or, you know, they're spinning narratives that you don't know about. You just tried to destroy my brand. You just tried to hit my channel. You know, like you came at me like my intelligence was nothing and is meaningless and looked at me like I was a fool. So why should I give that a second chance when you're harboring jealousy? Like jealousy gets people unalive. Like jealousy can, like, I'm telling you, it's because when people are jealous, it causes a snowball effect.
I agree. Absolutely.
So with that, I wouldn't give a second chance. I would just, you know, steer clear. And then if somebody hurts you, right, and they know these things about you and they do it like another time, why give that person a second, third, or fourth chance when they already know your weaknesses and you done already told them, like, I agree with what you said, what hurts me, what bothers me, what affects me. Now they have ammo for the future. But whenever they want to come at you, and if they feel that you're a threat, or you know, like these people can have more than you up here, right? They'll have more subscribers and more people and still look at you like, and it's weird.
I think it's a lot. You know, a lot of ladies get a bad rap because it happens around the ladies, but I think it's worse off on the men, from what I've learned on here, because the men know how to also throw subliminal shots at you, and the men also know how to do underhanded stuff or say underhanded stuff about you to other people. It gets back to you and all that type of stuff. And you have to keep on that. You have to keep a mental note on that and be like, oh man, that's the way that fool feels. All right, well, okay, I just treat you with a long handled spoon or whatever. But you know, I like what the great I Said What I Said. Shout out to, she's doing her show off the record. Shout out to I Said What I Said. But I share the same sentiment as she does when she says, I love haters. That means you're doing something right, because those haters hate on you for something that they don't have. Somebody else said that. I believe it's Blaze. And that's exactly true. When you have people like that are hating on you and just for no reason at all, because they don't like your personality, don't like the way you look, they don't like the way you smile, they don't like the way the women folk gravitate to you, or the men folk gravitate to you, women, you know what I'm saying? They are going to hate on you. And it's not just going to come out. It does come out. You know, it just comes out in the way their aura just plays that part. But look here, I want to encourage every lady in my chat, all of you beautiful ladies that are in my chat right now. Every last one of you are beautiful in your own right. And I've seen you guys post. I've seen you guys are very intelligent. You know, I want to encourage every lady that I'm talking to understand that you don't have to beef with people on social media. I encourage you not to. I encourage you to be the example and be the light that you need to be for other individuals, whether it's men or women, to encourage people, build people up, because we got enough negativity as it is in this world. It's hard to be a lady. My hat goes off to every woman in this chat, especially if you have children, if you're a single mom or whatever. Even if you are a mom, if you have a significant other, I know it's hard because of the simple fact that, you know, your significant other might be out there and you're holding it down at the house. You know what I'm saying? You're holding it down at the house while your significant other is out there just grinding and bringing home the bacon, but you're holding it down while he's, you know what I'm saying? You're handling the business. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard. That's just as hard as work as what he's doing out there laboring. You know what I mean? And so what I want to say to you ladies here, if you're on here, I'm looking at, I don't want to call, I've called y'all's names before, but every last one of you ladies that are following me and my beautiful ladies that are supporting me and supporters, you guys are too beautiful and too precious and too intelligent to engage in nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage you to not engage in nonsense, but edify each other. You know what I mean? Build up each other. You got men as myself who are single fathers that are, you know, that are looking to you ladies, and you guys are encouraging, you guys are uplifting, you got it in you. Not to say that, you know, that you're soft at any reason at all, because none of you ladies that I see that follow me are soft at all. We know you don't take no bull. You know, I know this one in the middle right here, real, this one right in the middle is a firecracker. You know what I'm saying? It's a firecracker. And fire in the hole. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there are a lot of you ladies. I know a lot of you ladies that are firecrackers. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys are. But I want to encourage you ladies to understand what your purpose, your real purpose is. You know what I'm saying? When you're on camera, when you're online and the screen is projecting your image or your words, right? I want you to understand that you have a voice and people look at your voice. And so because people look at you, they might emulate you, they might judge you. Now, shouldn't judge people, but people do. You know what I mean? They say you shouldn't judge, but people do. So when you're on here, I want you ladies to keep in mind that people are looking at you. They're going to judge you, and they might emulate you. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways, you ladies are influencing people and you don't even know it. I don't know how many times that I've told Joe, I've seen Joe give her story or to go live, and I see people just say how they are encouraged by them. Real, you're another one. A man, you're a man that is a great content creator. I didn't realize the reach that you have, bro. And you have a great following. You have a great message. And so because you have a great message, people look at you and they hang on every word, right? And so I just want to encourage everybody, not just the ladies, not just the beautiful ladies, but the men in the chat, to understand that you guys have a voice. Excuse me, you guys have a voice. And because you have a voice, use your voice, because you never know who is lurking, who is watching you. Those people that are watching you, they need encouragement. You know what I mean? They need an example. So that's what I have to say about that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you. You too. You know, you too. I definitely appreciate that. And I don't even think about it like that. Like I hear people tell me that, like, you know, the following in your voice, but I don't know. It just doesn't register to me. I just do, if that makes any sense. And I guess it's me being humble, but I appreciate that, especially from somebody like you. It definitely, you know, because I don't put anybody on a pedestal, but I do look at you as in a different way on, you know, on YouTube, like as one of those people where it's like, I put you in a high standard. Like I know how your demeanor is, and I see how your, you know, intelligence exudes off onto this platform. So it's like, you know, much respect to you. You know, you too, Glojo. It's a lot of people that I do respect. And one quick thing that I wanted to add to, just to that situation we was talking about.
Go ahead.
Sometimes, like, I want everybody to realize this. Everybody on here to realize this right now. You gotta realize, like, with this whole second and third chance stuff, like, I might do it sometimes because I have a little bit more patience, and I do understand that people are going through things. But on another note, if you choose not to, right, you people have to understand these people that you're contending with on here that don't have no intention on changing. We're dealing with a lot of people who have like real life mental illness, and two, they're on substances. So you cannot contend with certain people with giving them chances if they're on, uh, pills or opioids or certain things, which is going to just cloud their mind and cause them to be evil and whack at you. How can you give that person a chance when it's like those substances are going to change them or their mental illness? You can't reason with that until it's fixed. So you have to step away sometimes. Like, you can tolerate it because, in real life, you could kind of look at somebody and tell. You could look at their eye gates. You could tell about how they're walking, if they're on something. And it's like, okay, hi and bye. But on here, people know how to hide stuff very well, But I'm done. I'm going to let y'all talk on it.
Yeah, man. Great. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Before we end this thing, you guys can, the link, I can pin it again. The link is pinned at the top. And I did not plan on doing this, but look, on the SBK channel, ladies and gentlemen, what is the statement that I always say, Joe? I want you to say, what is it? Your go ahead. Only you can say it.
Your voice belongs in this conversation.
Your voice belongs in this conversation. Everyone's voice is important. Vaughn, come on up here, Vaughn. Get on up here. Get on up here, right? Vaughn, get on up here. Get on up here, Vaughn. The link is in. A Brilliance, you can come up here if you want to, too. Shay, Ghost Watchers, y'all come on up here before I end this thing. Joe, what you got to say?
I was trying to tell Vaughn to come up, too, because I was really thinking about Vaughn earlier when I was talking, and she wasn't even in the chat.
Vaughn, you need to come up.
She said she was listening in the bushes. She needs to come on up.
Vaughn, if you could come up. If Joe says she was thinking about you, you need to come on up for just a few. Come on up. Get on up here. This movie has been on my mind. I might watch it whenever I get offline. The Color Purple. Danny Glover telling Whoopi Goldberg, Celie, ain't that razor sharpened yet? Get on out here and do me, right? Get on out.
I don't know how she did that, man. I would have cut him.
Crazy.
Right now. Get on out of here.
Cut him, real. I would have cut him.
With that razor blade. Oh, can I add one more thing? These people that you give second chances to, right? I want y'all to realize something. These people that if you decide to give a second chance, more than half of you people that do this stuff, those people need you more than you need them. So I just want y'all to let that sink in.
Amen.
Yes. Say it again for the people in the back. Yes. The peanut gallery.
Exactly. Those people need you, and you know this because if you slow down and look at the situation and be like, wait a minute, it's like I'm the one that's a little bit more established, or I might have a little bit more, or I have monetary gains, or I have my stuff together, I'm doing this, and then you're making it seem like I'm this and I'm giving you a second chance, and it's like you need me, I don't need you. It's the other way around. My life was fine beforehand, and it will continue being that way.
Absolutely.
Completely agree.
Completely agree. Look here. We're at an hour and almost 40 minutes. I did not plan on having a great conversation like this. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologize if this vertical and this StreamYard thing is confusing, but nobody is blocked. I'm just live on two separate platforms. I don't know what to think about it, but I was encouraged to do it, so I'm doing it. But listen,
Yeah. It's two stream yards that pop up. If somebody has an Android phone or watching from the TV, instead of it coming up vertical, both sides, if you depending on what device you're using, it's gonna come up as both horizontal. So if they're in one horizontal, it's both horizontals, and they're seeing the messages thinking that, oh, the other one's vertical, but it's going to show up on their device both as horizontal. That happens. So they're thinking that they're blocked because there's two different horizontals. If you're using an Android TV, yeah.
There you go, Sweet Rita. Sweet Rita. Shout out to my boy Stash Cash. Shout out to you, bro. Y'all go sub up to my bro Stash Cash. Shout out to my bro. I'm subbed up to him. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. I want to first of all, I want to play a couple of commercials of folks that I rock with. There's a couple of commercials I'm trying to download, having problems downloading their video, but I'm gonna have to get with them. But Joe, I want you to explain. Well, before I get to Joe, Real, do you have any lives planned? Do you have anything going on with your channel that you want to let the chat know and everybody know what you got going on with the channel? Do you have a specific live going on, or what you got going on?
Well, not right now, but I am gonna have a live this weekend, and it's just basically I'm gonna be giving information on new ways on beating the winter blues. So,
oh wow.
Yes, because now that we are in a new world, in a new flow of things, especially with AI and a lot of everything being online, we cannot use the same old ways of trying to fight, depression and hitting winter blues. So now I've been devising ways and plans to, give to the people, and which I have tried, giving people these implementations. They've tried it on the outside. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to introduce you to the people, and if it works for you, it works for you.
Man, when you plan on going live with that, bro?
I think I'm gonna do that on Friday or Saturday. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's gonna be great, man. Y'all go and subscribe to my bro, my little brother, Real Odds and Evens, and y'all heard what he said. He is going live, maybe Saturday or Sunday. What was he say? Friday or Saturday, or Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, but you know what? Probably Saturday or Sunday. One of those 2 days, because I always do the weekends.
Okay,
thank you.
Y'all go and subscribe to my boy, Real Odds and Evens. Great content creator, great perspective tonight. Okay, Joe. The lovely Thrive and Glow with Joe, aka the Bestie, the aka JoJo. Now Joe has had a series of shows on her panel, and she goes live every day now. Oh, my boy Stash Cash going. What's happening, bro?
SBK, what's going on, bro? How's everything?
You, bro? How you been?
I'm well. What's going on, everybody on the panel?
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you on, bro.
Listen, I've been subscribed to you for a while. I was like, I gotta tap in, introduce myself. Yeah. Formally introduce you. This our first time. Hey, Joe, how you doing, Joe? Real Odds is on the panel. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, y'all subscribe to my boy Stash Cat. Hey, man, I subscribe to you. I listen to you in the bushes, man. You got a great thing going on, man.
Same to you, brother.
And you can come up anytime. You know what I'm saying? So,
thank you, bro. Thank you.
Hey, but before why don't you describe what you got going on with your channel, bro? And you got something coming up new, or just let us know what you got going on with your
channel. Well, for those who don't know me, I go by the name of Stash Cash. I'm a YouTube content creator like everybody else. I talk about motivational topics. I do cinematic vlogs, have podcasts. I got a lot going on my side. I'm all about building and connecting. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I was like, I got to jump on this panel with
Absolutely.
my guy SBK. You feel me? Because
Absolutely.
I see you around. We know a lot of mutual people out, but we never really spoke. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? Same with Joe. Joe as well. I'm subscribed to Joe as well. So I was like, this could be the time where I could meet you guys, like, and for real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We're in the same wavelength, bro, and we do same thing. So I'm all about connecting with good content creators. I know you're a good content creator. I appreciate you. Hey, we got the my mods in the chat. They're posting your links, man. And
thank you, y'all.
I'll go and subscribe to my boy Stash Cash. Hey, man, he's got some. If you want thought provoking content, so forth and so on, your boy is where it's at, man. You know, he has some interesting conversations, and I'm every time I listen to him, I'm usually at work,
right?
But I'm always in the bushes, man. So
I appreciate you, man.
Always, man. You're welcome to come up. You know, be casa su casa, bro. You know what I mean?
Same here.
I appreciate you coming through. You got anything you want to add before you bounce?
Nah, I just wanted to, show my face, show my love, support, say hello to everybody in the chat, in the panel. Shout outs to my brother, Real Arts. You know what I mean? We connected, you know what I'm saying? But
already.
Yeah, I just wanted to tap in and say what's up. I'm actually at work right now, but I'm going to tap in with y'all. I'm going to be in the chats.
All right, bro. All right. You make that money. I appreciate you. Salute to you.
Salute to you as well.
All right, my bro. You be good.
All right, brother. You too.
Shout out to Stan Cash. Shout out. I want to say shout out to the Bay Area, baby, for the $9.99. You know what time it is, love. You know what time it is. The Bay Area, baby, with the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate you. So, back to Bestie. Tell us what you got going on with the chat. I was saying, you got some things going on. You got some exciting things going on with your chat or with your channel. Go ahead.
Yeah, I started a new series. It's during the day, my midday lunchtime. Different people are different time zones, but basically at lunchtime, just taking a little light break with Joe. That's what I call the series, Light Break with Joe. And it's basically a space where I can pause, refocus, refill right in the middle of the day. Depending on how that day has been going, I just want to give a little bit of encouragement, peace, purpose. Sometimes I just get you to kind of take a deep breath with me and kind of just refocus our day and just give a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of motivation, 15, 20 minutes, and I'm done. So that's what I really have been talking about wanting to do it. Other content creators have do something similar at different times of the day, and it was something that I had been wanting to do, and I just started it. So I've been excited. I'm actually excited right now more about that. But that's what I'm doing Monday through Friday. Just my midday during lunchtime, so I have to have just a little bit of time for it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've gotten some good feedback on it, so it's pretty good. I really like it. I'm enjoying it.
Okay, so you're going 12:15 every day, correct?
Monday through Friday.
You got one schedule at 12:15 tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
So what is the title so we can get ready for that tomorrow?
Where's your mind at?
Where's your mind at? Okay, you want to give us kind of you don't have to tell us exactly. You want to give us a synopsis? Where's your mind at?
Where's your mind at? No.
Okay. you just gonna have to find out. She's not gonna give us no kind of synopsis or nothing. You just have to find out. Now, the lovely of brilliance in the chat, my family in the chat, my Libra family in the chat is posting all of the links to all the wonderful content creators that we rock with. You know what I'm saying? That you guys go, if you're a Ghost Watcher, go and subscribe to each and every one of those channels because they are all great content creators. Trust me and believe. The Tap In podcast with myself and Big Sis, it's just ETV. We're going live Friday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. The Tap In podcast. Y'all tap in with us Friday. I don't know if I'm going to go live. That's the reason why I'm live tonight. I don't know if the bar is going to be live. If I'm going live at the bar on Saturday, but y'all can stay tuned. That's the reason why I wanted to go ahead and go live tonight because I got a lot of things that brother man be working. Look at Vaughn. Vaughn, little sis. I love you, little sis. I want you to know that. I love you, little sis, and you are little sis, whether you like it or not. I want to say shout out to little sis for becoming a member of the SBK channel. Shout out to little sis.
Okay.
Get it, Vaughn. Little sis is crazy as hell, but I got love for her. She know that. So I appreciate you becoming a member. I really do. Y'all go and subscribe to A Brilliance. Go and subscribe to A Brilliance. But anyways, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, man, let me play a couple of our content creators intros and
Commercial.
When did you exhale? Where we find our peace? I said what I said. Farm's reality, our sweet breeze. Together we rise. There's power in our voice. Sisters in strength, united we rejoice. Let's breathe in power with each other. In this sacred space, we are one another. Let us breathe in God, teach each other. In this sacred space, we are one another. Ooh. Do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. 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 I join the channel, it's what you need. True crime stories, secrets they'll feed. Say that gossip and political heat. I said what I said, bring to read. Truth comes but we're never late, yeah. Diamond stories is our fate, oh no. Welcome to a place where voices speak. Tune in now, indulge every week. Who's in the spotlight, who took the fall? We got the scoops, we cover it all. From high society to those who recall. I said what I said, stories that will scroll, yeah. Truth turns why we're never late. Oh, no stone unturned, we're here to relate. Well, what's your name? Welcome to the channel, it's a bubble streak. Subscribe and join the channel every week. Lights on, mic check, time to break it down. Real talk, real life, she about to air it out. Spotlight, insight, the truth she'll expose. Tune in, sit back, this tea hot, never cold. We here in the Foxy Angel Zone. She keeps it real, this the you can't stop me zone. She loves to collaborate, but she can do this on her own. Now let's celebrate and welcome Foxy to the show.
Welcome to the Blessed Children of God family. We are glad to have you. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you would like to join in on some conversations with thought-provoking topics, feel free to join us on Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We look forward to seeing you there. Continue to be blessed.
Alrighty then. I got 2 more to download, but I'm having issues downloading it. And that's Off the Record and A Brother of a Certain Age. But we're going to figure that out. So, but you guys, if you're a content creator, we're not haters over here, man. Send me your promotional video for your channel or your intro to your channel, and I'll be glad to promote you. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, you guys do that. Email me your promotional video, your intro to your channel, and I will be glad to promote you. All right. So, all right. Real, what's your final words, bro, for tonight? Great live, ladies and gentlemen. Great live. Great live. What's your final words, Real? Before we end
My final words is, thank you. This was an impromptu, and it was very, informational and very influential, as I might add and might say, because I always learn things off you and Glojo and everyone else. Iron sharpens iron. And everybody, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself because other people might make you feel a certain type of way. Don't let that affect you and you be hard on yourself. Know that you're going to continue being inside your own peace and people just want to see you sad. Don't let somebody that you probably won't see or not going to see in real life affect your mood. It just ain't worth it.
Facts.
Agreed.
Facts. Facts. All right, JoJo, what you got on it, best?
I just have one thing to say and remind everybody. Before you seek respect, you must become respectable. Everyone, thank you for a great live, and I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Have a good night, y'all.
Absolutely. Great words. Great. All right. Great live, ladies and gentlemen. This impromptu pop-up live was a success. Honestly, I didn't expect to dive in deep on what we were talking about because I had a number of things that I wanted to kind of like throw at you guys, even though this was not really planned, but it became a great live. So I want to thank all of my mods, I got some wonderful mods in the chat. All of your brilliance. Joe, the Real Brown Family Chronicles. I want to thank all of my mods, all of my supporters, all of the new members. Thank you so much for supporting your boy. Become a member if you haven't. Go get you some merch or whatever. I want to take care of all of my members if you're a member of the SBK channel. So you guys go and subscribe, like, share, and buy you some merch. You know what I'm saying? Keep your notifications on. You know what I mean? What you got, Joe? You got something else you want to say?
Yes. Did you see? We just got 5 new members.
Oh no,
I did. Got new members.
No, I did not. Hold on. Hold on. It's not. Oh, I did. I see it now. So I want to say shout out. It didn't even show on here though.
No, it just shows it in green, but it doesn't show who the members are. That's weird.
Okay. I want to say shout out to the lovely Thrive and Glow with Joe for gifting 5 memberships to Miss Jazzy, to Shay, to CC, to my bro Common Sense TV, and Diamond Shooter. They all got free memberships. So if you guys are listening to the sound of my voice, thank you guys. Thank Thrive and Glow with Joe for gifting you guys with memberships. And that was CC, Shay, Miss Jazzy, Common Sense TV, and Diamond Shooter. Thank you all for becoming members, but thank Thrive and Glow with Joe for gifting you that. So
I just wanted you to say the new members. Yeah.
Thank you. So yes, you saw you see a brilliance there. You guys can follow me on Instagram. That's a link there. You can follow me on TikTok, on Snapchat. You can email me any type of suggestions you want for a show. Email your boy, and 9 times out of 10, I will talk about what you want to talk about. That's a fact. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming through. Your boy SBK is about to end this thing. One love to you guys. Guys, have a great night. Have a great night of rest. And with that being said, your boy SBK is